And Matt's going to try to score an interview here with Tim Kitzrow. He looks like he's going to be sitting down with us, and here we go.
Hey, what's up, Joseph? How are you doing?
What are you guys doing?
So this is the Retro Sports Gamer YouTube channel.
Okay.
So my friend Tom, his brother Tom, we're guys from Chicago. We like to play games like Tecmo Super Bowl, games like NBA Jam, and stream it on here.
Awesome.
We review games sometimes, and so we just did a Tecmo Super Bowl tournament.
Yeah,
streamed it.
very successful.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
It's amazing to see those old polygon pixels and they get crazy with all the new
kind of like the next gen and the old gen.
Exactly.
Back to back.
Yeah.
But is this your first time going to this conference?
For this one, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I've only done a few Tacoma, and then I did the GDC San Francisco, which isn't a game show, but that was another big show, and then had a couple other ones coming up. And we did the Comic-Con last week. It was fun to see all the old games here.
Well, that's cool, man.
So do you? What does your calendar look like? Do you attend a lot of these, or just like a couple?
Well, as I said,
a year,
I think that the last year with the NBA Jam being 25 years old, the anniversary, it brought a lot of renewed interest. And I was invited out to Tacoma Retro Game Show last year to be a speaker, which was a lot of fun. And now I'm promoting Mutant Football League, which of course was League football back in the day.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a great, thrill to be back on the circuit, promote a game that kind of has its roots in all my roots with arcade and Blitz, that kind of style. I did the writing, did the voice for it as well, and it's great to come back and then I see my old pinball games. A lot of people know I started out with pinball.
Yeah,
I got 10 or 15 titles.
Oh, okay.
So Twilight Zone, Gilligan's Island. So that was my first game, got me my career started.
Oh, holy cow.
Mr. Howell.
That's cool.
Gilligan, why don't we ride Kona?
So you did the voice for that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Popeye, The Shadow, NBA Fast Break, NBA Pinball, Red and Ted's Road Show, The Hard Hat, The Construction Guys, Driving Cross Country.
Okay.
There's a lot of cool World Cup Soccer's over there.
World Cup Soccer, okay, cool. Yeah, I was going to ask, like a lot of people ask you about Jam probably, but you're probably, are there other games that you're like, say, more proud of, or like?
Well, I think from a writing perspective, it was, the NBA Jam reboot that I did with EA, I probably did, 50, 60, 100 pages of new lines. The original really only has the ones up that every NBA Jam could rattle off all of them.
Oh yeah.
He's on fire, can't buy a bucket, rejected, no good, swish from downtown.
Ugly shot, and it still goes
Ugly
in.
shot, razzle dazzle.
There's so many good ones on the new one.
Yeah.
How many of those do you add to it?
I write them on an Excel spreadsheet, usually shorthand first. In the old days I might have improvised. I still improvise when I'm in the studio, like whatever is happening, throw all the extra stuff. In between, like a break, going in and out of the session, I'll come back, have some more ideas, like on a certain category. Dunks, I'm always like coming up with dunk things, like a couple of the new ones that I like for Swish and Dunk, like for the Swish and the new one was like rummaging through your girlfriend's top dresser drawer, he finds nothing but nylon. Kaboom! Or after a dunk, kaboom! He goes, like your mama wearing latex pants. That dunk was tight. I love it when you call me Big Blocko.
Oh, that's funny.
The block doctor is in, and we'll see you now. And we had last week we had NBA Jam hashtag NBA Jam Day on ESPN. 3 or 4 days of promos that I did for their game of the week, the Celtics Raptors, last game of the season. And SportsCenter did 2 highlights that they created from me going into the studio and just laying down lots of improvised stuff. They put it together to work that day's highlights and the previous, like some season highlights as well.
Okay, cool.
So that was great. It was all over their social media. If you still want to look at hashtag NBA Jam Day on Twitter, you can find all the links to the clips.
That's cool. Do you follow basketball like as a sport, or?
I not as much as I used to, but this year it's been fun. I started out at the summer league, went out there to make some connections, network, and it was fun to see all the rookies and to see how they fared. And of course, there's the big Lonzo Ball, coming out fest, and the poor kid, his dad and everything else. I really do feel bad for him. I mean, he didn't have a horrible year for a rookie, but with the expectations, then you look how all the guys, passed him by, and Mitchell Simmons, and even on his own team, So, but walking right now because being a Bulls fan and being so close by. My son was always really into them when it was Big Dog, Cassell, and Ray Allen. You know, they almost did it. Did it.
But for Allen Iverson, I remember that.
Always had a sweet soft spot for them. So, Antetokounmpo from Acapulco, boom shakalaka, and he just took off from below the equator, and that was a quick return trip. Yeah, he's something to watch.
That's cool. Yeah, see, I grew up watching the Bucks, and it was rare that they would have like a lot of star power on their team. So that was like a special year with Cassell and Ray Allen and Robinson.
And now how old we're getting. Big Dog has his son playing in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? Gary Payton's son is playing.
Oh, yeah.
Gary Payton Jr., he just had 25 and 12 the other night, and I'm 12 of 16 shooting.
Oh, wow.
And an interesting story, he grew up playing NBA Jam, his kid, Gary Payton Jr., because Gary Payton had a special NBA Jam cabinet made for him,
so he
Michael
could be
Jordan, King Griffey.
In the game.
He was not in the first year because he was a rookie. I think it was, you'll probably be able to tell me who it was at the time.
For the original Jam?
Shrimp. Yeah. Shrimp. So we made a one-off game for him, Jordan, Griffey, and then he ended up, he doesn't know exactly how, but he's got all 3 cabinets out of his place in Seattle. We met last year when I was doing an interview for the NBA 25th. He was in town promoting Big 3, so he goes, hey, you got to come out to the house sometime to see the arcades in there. And I've been talking to the creator, Mark Trammell, about the original game that exists with Jordan, Payton, Griffey, that he's got on the F-ROMs in those cabinets that, talk about, can we bring it back? Can we do a version and get Jordan's consent really tough? But Gary's on board, of course.
Well, I wonder if Charles would be interested. I don't know if he's not in most of Charles Barkley.
That's right. He got out after like the first year or two or something.
Yeah, he came out with the Shut Up and Jam.
Yeah,
that's like an NBA Jam knockoff.
Interesting.
Now there are a lot of spin-offs, obviously, that game, kind of like helped develop that genre.
But Mutant Football League is really something. The guy Michael Mendenheim who created it back in '93 had a short-lived Saturday morning cartoon, action figures, trading cards. Really smart way to go, and he's doing the same thing. He's actually had a couple conversations with Cartoon Network, whatever. We're going to do the figurines. We have some samples over there. But the fun of bringing back to this generation, who maybe cut their teeth, guys in their 30s, on the arcade generation, and then all the young kids that are digging this because it's the in-out, fast play. It's all the fun of football, like Blitz, enough Madden, But it's just also incredible fun. It's like Mad Magazine, Cartoon Network, over-the-top stuff. Of course, I get to write to this character who's in this post-apocalyptic world, and have the fun with all the parody of the team names, the Nuked London Patriots, the Philadelphia Eagles, Bomb Shady.
My favorite, the Mile High Chronic.
Mile High Chronic.
with all the the LSD and everywhere.
And you get secret weapons, the dirty tricks. So you have to use them wisely throughout the game. You can't just kill every play. But you can bribe a ref, kill a ref.
That's right.
You can use a shotgun. All these
That one's my favorite.
And Bomb Shady lines up in the shotgun formation, actually pulls a shotgun out of his pants and blows his defender's head off. Ho-ho! Gives a whole new meaning to the word shotgun formation. And Brady, Bomb Shady just took one in the lunch pail, if you know what I mean. Man, everybody knows he likes to play with soft balls, but after that hit, he's going to be playing with deflated balls the rest of his life.
Wow.
Fun stuff, yeah.
That's
feel about being able to write more mature this game?
We already have tons of it, and we've got a few more recording sessions coming in. A lot of it has been he's been held back by so many financial constraints and timing to get in there. Michael spends all of his time just adding new features to the game. And so we know that just to get launched, we had enough dialogue, but if we want to get a lot deeper, so you don't get as many repeats. So it'll get much deeper, and hopefully after that point we'll be even doing regular updates.
That's awesome. Let's go over to that.
Yeah.
I mean, you were basically like the voice of arcade sports games, and just like hearing all the funny lines just makes everything feel so much better.
You know what's fun? I usually forget everything once I go out in the studio and I don't play the games. So it's kind of like an actor going back to a film like 20 years ago. And now I can hear it fresh with fresh ears. And NFL Blitz, someone put together a package, 25 minutes of all these lines. But right toward the end are all the really superlative, like over the top line and outtakes, and me doing them in succession. It's really fun. It's and that was totally unnecessary. That was a whole lot of fun to watch. Arnie, let's roll that back. See that bone split again. That was pathetic. What was he thinking? And guys have been really creative. I've seen a couple of videos where someone took an embarrassing Panthers like drubbing a couple years ago and put all those lines to it. Someone else did a World Wrestling Federation highlight with me doing all those things. So it's fun when you see fans out there getting creative with some of my stuff. And actually, someone did a Mortal Kombat mashup, finish him and that stuff. Like, he's on fire, floats like a butterfly, stings like a tree. And actually, I'm putting together a Dota voice pack. It's going to go before the Dota committee to see if it gets approved. But that's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be mixing Blitz and NBA Jam, kind of crazy stuff for the Dota. And someone actually did a little thing on their own. One's going to fan on YouTube. There's like a minute's worth. It's a lot of fun. Like, come on, he's on fire. It's funny how that stuff works together.
Yeah, the fans, it like just inspires their imagination. You never know what they're going to come up with.
It's fun though that so many people did grow up on hearing my voice. It's something I will never quite understand. I did it, but you were the guys who go, I hear you're the voice of my childhood, or I played so many games, or you were in my head every day, a guy who worked in an arcade, or a girl whose brother forced her every day after school because he didn't have a brother. I go, how did you fall in love with NBA Jam? Because she worked for the Clippers. She goes, oh, my brother, they forced me to play. She goes, I love it.
Well, you kind of encourage and taught people how to celebrate in like a new way. You know, like we all know about the fist pump or like yay, but taught people to be a little more expressive. And then when we're on the basketball court and we make a shot, we make our own kind of like little celebration.
A lot of people since they've been younger, and there was an article we did. Sports Illustrated did a nice profile last year called The Oral History, and it has basically every person involved telling the story in sequence chronologically, like what happened, Mark Jamel, and they said like literally a week or two later, someone was in a pool hall and he hit something like, I'm on fire! Boom shakalaka. Immediately it was just something you wanted to say, and it became the superlative, of all superlatives. And I had no idea what it meant, what I was saying in the beginning. It was just a fun word that was kind of like from funk music, like boom shakalaka. And it just stuck.
I was about to ask like where that kind of word came from, like what image you had in your mind, or if it was just like a celebratory kind of something exciting.
It's one of those great onomatopoeias, the boom and then the rim shaking. So now in like EA Sports version, like he brought the boom but forgot the shakalaka. Not a whole lot of shakalaka on that one, or a whole lot of shot lakalaka. Just do whatever you want with it.
That's a good one.
Well, awesome, man. Nice to talk to you guys.
Thanks for sitting down with me. I appreciate it.
Looks like you had a very successful championship round here.
It was fun, man.
Nuts.
Yeah. Especially when there's they see the exciting plays at the end there. That you get that with the arcade games. It's close, it's neck and neck, and then the exciting play at the end.
So the clock up on the wall says closing time. The bartender calls last call, and Kevin Durant does what closers do. He does a little dunk dialing. That means he's coming over for a booty shakalaka call. Kaboom! It's like, like on a text on the phone, it's like, you up? He goes, oh, I'm way up, bro. You coming over? I'm coming over you right now for a booty shakalaka call. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll be here all weekend, as they say in the business.
Sure.
Thanks, man.
Just us for today.
Grab you on the way out or tomorrow. Grab some posters. I'd be happy to sign for you too.
Man, that'd be awesome.